Hi everyone, it's Rachel here today with my December TBR. Like all TBRs, this is subject to change, but at this current moment, this is what I plan to read in December. It's a combination of books that I've been meaning to get to all year that I don't want to roll over into my 2015 TBR, and a kind of smattering of Christmassy-ish books just to get me in the holiday spirit. I'll first talk about what I'm currently reading. First is Bone by Faye Marianne Ng, and this was part of my BookTube Recommends project. This is recommended to me by Steve, and I'll leave his channel down below. This is a book about a Chinese immigrant family living in San Francisco. I'm about a quarter of the way through, really enjoying it so far. Just a very insightful story on the immigrant experience. Also, for a more fun, light-hearted read, I'm picked up Don't Look Back by Jennifer L. Armentrout. This is the first book I've ever read by her. This is a young adult psychological suspense about a girl who had previously been missing with her best friend. She is found, but her memory is gone, and her best friend is still missing, so it's really her trying to piece together her life. She's completely forgotten who she is and cannot, of course, remember the events of her disappearance with her best friend. It really falls into a lot of the YA tropes. There's a love interest, the characters are flat, but that being said, this has been a lot of fun so far. I've really been enjoying this one, and hopefully we'll finish it this weekend. As well, on my tablet, I'm listening to the audiobook of Dash and Lily's Book of Dares by Rachel Crone and David Levithan. This is the first book I've read by either of those authors, and I'm somewhat enjoying it so far. Like I said, I was looking for a book to kind of get me in that Christmas spirit, but I have mixed feelings about it. I'm about 2/3 of the way through, so I suspect I'll be finishing that in the next week. Definitely let me know your thoughts down below on it, because I don't know what I think of it quite yet. So I'm not sure how my rating will end up. Now let's talk about the books that I plan on reading this month, and we'll see how that actually turns out. First, I have Hyperion by Dan Simmons. This was recommended to me by Lisa at My Book World 2. Leave her channel down below as well, part of my BookTube Recommends project. I'm really excited to get to this one because I think everyone on BookTube has read this because of the BookTube's reading group, so I'm excited to get into it. It is a mass market paperback, so I have to do some traveling, and this one is probably going to go with me just because it's the most compact and will fit in my suitcase the best. As well, I need to start reading the next book for my book club, and that is a chunker. It is A Voice in the Wind by Francine Rivers. I don't know much about this. I heard it's a historical fiction that takes place during Roman times. I'm hoping I like it. A little bit concerned by the book itself. The quotes on the back of the book are by people like a conference speaker and a past president of a romance writers society guild, and I'm just concerned how I'll feel about this one. However, Jenny from Adultish Books did recommend to me Redeeming Love by the same author, and that was part of her choice for my Book Recommends project. So if she wrote a book that Jenny really liked, I definitely have to give this book a fair shot. So hopefully I like this one, because regardless of how I feel about this one, I'm also going to be trying out her Redeeming Love book in the next couple months. So hopefully I fly through this. Now, I also picked up an adult thriller. I feel like it's been a couple months since I've read one, and it is one of my favorite genres. So I went to the very first page of my Goodreads book list and picked up Sister by Rosamund Lepton. I don't know a ton about this book. It is about a sister who goes missing, and her other sister is reading her diaries and letters, piecing together who her sister was. It talks a lot about the bonds between sisters, and is just everything I've heard about it is really described as an excellent thriller, so looking forward to that one. Now, I also picked up a few graphic novels. It's been a little while since I've read one, so I was just excited to pick one up. First one I want to read is In Real Life by Cory Doctorow and Jen Wang. I feel like this one's making some rounds around BookTube because it's fairly new. I think it's more of a young adult graphic novel, but it's about a girl who plays MMOs, and I'm quite a geek myself, so right there I was kind of curious to see how it ties that together. You can see things like, they're showing life bars and just kind of doing different things to tie computer games into this book. And I really like the style. I love color in graphic novels, and this one just looks really cute. So hopefully I enjoyed that one. As well, to get into the Christmas spirit again, I picked up Batman Newell by Lee Bermejo. I really got to learn how to pronounce authors' names. This is a retelling of The Christmas Carol with the characters of Batman. I think I heard about it at Chelsea Books booktube channel. But the artwork in this is just beautiful. It's very short. I think it's just over 100 pages. So this should be a really fast read and just something different, because while I like Christmas stories this time of year, I'm kind of picky. I don't love a lot of adult romance contemporary books, which tend to be most of the Christmas stories, so I was trying to find something a little different. Now I'm also planning on reading another Christmas themed story, which I don't have here, it just hasn't arrived at the library yet, and that is I'm Half Sick of Shadows by Alan Bradley, and this is part of the Flavia de Luce series. This is, I believe, book 4. I actually have not read any of those books in the series, so usually I like to start back on book 1, but this one is holiday themed around Christmas, so I decided to just jump right in, since I've heard you can read those books out of order anyway. But hopefully I really enjoyed that one. And because I will be finishing my audiobook right away, I do plan on picking up another one in December. I'm possibly going to read Rainbow Rowell's Landline. I heard mixed reviews of this one, so I put off reading it. However, I heard that it takes place around Christmas, which suddenly makes it jump up on my TBR list, and I want to sneak it in this month if I can. So that's on order from the library and will show up soon. Those are most of the books I plan on reading this month. Oh, you know what? I forgot one more. I want to hopefully reread some Harry Potter. It's been a really long time since I've read them. I don't think I've reread any of the books since the 7th book came out, so it's been a while. So since they're kind of Christmassy, because they always have that Christmas chapter in the book, I might sneak those in, but probably closer to the holidays themselves. Otherwise, that's everything I plan to read. I will talk to you soon. Okay, thanks. Goodbye.